Beep beep everybody, hope you're all having a great day. Thanks so much for tuning into the channel. So here we are at I-76 Antique Mall. This is located in Rootstown, Ohio. I guess southeast of Akron, Ohio. And we were at a dog show at the Portage County Fairgrounds, which I guess is about 4 or 5 miles from this place. But we had time to visit here. So we're going to go in and see what kind of baseball cards they have here. So we're in the cases, and when you go into the store to the right, there are a bunch of cases, and that's where footage is taken from. We got a 1959 Roger Maris for $80. That one did catch my eye. I was really interested in that one. But I eventually looked up some eBay comps, and I found some that were a little bit cheaper than that one. So I ended up not getting it. There's a post 1961 Roger Maris, and there's a 1960 for $75. And both of those Maris cards look pretty nice. As you can see, there's a bunch of other sports represented here. There's a 1955 Al Rosen, that's $6. The 1960 Robin Roberts is $5. And here's some basketball cards, plus a couple stacks of vintage baseball. And some team packs for Cleveland Indians, like the 81 Topps. Looks like that's $2. There's some kind of a game, not sure what that is. I think I've seen that in other antique malls. This seller had a bunch of non-sports cards. This is something I'm not very familiar with, so I don't know if these are good prices or not, but if you think they're good or bad, please do leave your opinions in the comments section. 1990 Simpsons, that's $35 for that. And I see, like, think E.T. cards in the back somewhere. This seller had a bunch of photos across the back there. Boxers, mostly. Some cards. I think that's a 66 football set. They want $1,200 for that. And 62 Topps football. That's $1,900 for that. Some large, oversized, I think, turkey red style cards. These I'm not familiar with at all. This is the first time I think I've ever seen them. And I apologize for the glare off the window. There's a lot of fluorescent lighting in these antique malls, and sometimes it's not easy to see. There's a poster of Herb's score for $100. Can't make out who that is. The tag is facing the wrong direction. Pittsburgh Pirates team photo. Zoom out so you can see that case from afar. The next case is full of Pirates, mini statues, bobbleheads. A few other teams are in there, but you can tell it's overwhelmingly Pittsburgh Pirates related. And we're not far from the Pennsylvania border. I'm not sure how long it took to get here from there. But you will find Pittsburgh stuff as well in this part of Ohio. And there are a lot of them in here. So if you're looking for those, you might find something neat there. I think I saw a Kent Tekulve back there. You could tell by the glasses. Neat looking case, a lot of neat stuff. Kind of overwhelming because there's so much of it in there. A couple starting lineups for basketball players. Looks like that's $15 for that one. And we got Score 91 hockey cards. It's $10 for that. Bowman 91 hockey wax box. $1976 Topps baseball cards, $1 each. I can't see them with the tag in front of it. There's some unopened packs as well as just various small containers containing boxes or cards. I mean, $30 for the 93 O-Pee-Chee wax box. WWF wrestling cards. And there's some vinyl records, red vinyl, that have baseball on them. I should have focused a little closer on that to find out exactly what they are. And there's Dick Allen on a Baseball Digest from way back in the 70s, I believe. This case had a bunch of selection of cards, all in what look like snack bags from the 70s, mostly 1972. I see some 75s in there as well. There's a Gossage rookie card for $5, but it's missing part of its corner. And there's two Herb Washington cards for $5 each. I think that's a rookie card for him as well. He didn't play very long, but he was quite a speedster. There's a baseball from 1939, priced at $300. Game used ball. I'm guessing it's signed by the two players listed on that informational sheet. Some 2024 Topps Chrome updates in that box. Here's some more baseballs. They look like Hawaii Islanders signed by minor league players. There's some TCMA sets in this box here. And there's some uniform relics and signed cards here from different sports. The price tags, I believe, are underneath, but it's hard to see them. And you would have to go up front and ask somebody to open this case to see what's inside these boxes. I didn't have time for that. I usually never have time for something like that. 1984 Topps rolled up uncut sheets in the back there. Couldn't see any price tags on those. There's some signed football there for $3,500. And a basketball to your right and left. And I believe the baseballs in the back are also signed, but I can't make out anything from where I'm standing. Yeah. Wish these were displayed a little bit better so you could see what's going on with them. But if you're curious, I guess you'll have to ask to have the case opened. Bunch of football cards. Looks like mostly chrome. Again, these are hard to film with the lighting, and with the chrome finish on these cards, the light reflects off them pretty well. Plus the top loaders and the glass. So I try my best. Basketball cards. Yeah, I think even the glare is making it hard to read some of the price tags on some of these. But hopefully if you pause it, maybe you'll be able to get an idea what some of these are worth. I saw lots of $5 prices for some of these. And here's a sink. Yeah, I sometimes film things like this. This is the first one I've ever seen in an antique mall. $199.99 for that. You can tell by the handles this is a really old one. And it has a porcelain pedestal too on it. Bobbleheads. Here's a bunch of these. Kerry Wood, Travis Hafner. Looks like about $15. CC Sabathia, that one is priced at $30. Johnny Peralta, Victor Martinez, Adam LaRoche, Brian Giles, and Craig Wilson. It looks like about $15, except the larger ones cost more. Here's a Fleer 87 update. This is in the metal can. It looks like that was $25. Some 91 NHL rookie and traded. Trying to get you a price on that one. That one is $9.99. And there's a Boog Powell autographed baseball for $39.99. I should have turned that around to look for the signature on it. But I was kind of in a hurry like I usually am. I try my best. There's some sealed wax boxes of, I believe, 92 Donruss. Those are $69.99 each. And I think the red ones, one or the other one is Series 1 and Series 2. I don't remember which one was which. Here's some Bowman rack packs from 1989. These were $9.99. These were a little bit more expensive than what we saw at Medina Antique Mall. There's an E.T. rack pack, $9.99 as well. Some more bobbleheads, another one of Kerry Wood. And there's a Topps Attacks baseball game, priced at $15 from 2011. I've never seen that before. There's a few scattered cards in here, 86 to 92 for that one grouping of cards for $4. There's some football cards, probably some non-sports stuff in here as well. Kind of a big mixture of all kinds of little things, what we would call in the collecting world as smalls, I guess. So hopefully you can make out heads or tails of what's going on in there. This one was $10 firm for that partial sheet of Pinnacle cards. Pulled out the Stadium Club one. It's a mixture of baseball and hockey, though. That was $10. It looks like it was just one card per pocket. $20 for this sticker album. And here's a Trader album from 1988. They want $10 for that. That has Marvell Wynn on the top and Atlee Hammaker on that one, and that was also $10. Along with some power tools on the shelf below. There's Carlos Baerga. They want $20 for that. There's Frank Duffy. I don't know when that was taken, but that's $5 for that. Plus a Cleveland Indians calendar and a Cleveland Browns team photo. So here's Cody at the dog show at Portage County Fairgrounds. This is just him running around. We got our championship on Saturday, and this is footage of him from Sunday morning. After this, we went our way home. And this kind of showcases the full judging cycle. I had never really posted a video showing this full thing. This is where the judge inspects him over. And as you can see, he's still kind of got a puppy thing going, jumping up and down, wagging his tail, having a grand old time instead of standing still. There was my wife showing his teeth, and then she inspects the dog by, I don't know what exactly they're looking for, to make sure the structure's all there, I guess. So after you do one run around, you get an inspection, and then the judge inspects him going back and forth on the diagonal part of the ring. They turn around and come back. And sometimes they go around the whole perimeter one more time, but this was enough for judging because he was the only Bernese Mountain Dog in this part of the show. And while we were there, we saw this hot air balloon up in the sky fly overhead, and so I took some footage of this. So while you're watching that, at the I-76 Antique Mall, I did not buy anything this time, so there's nothing to show you. So I'm just going to leave you with this footage, and hopefully we'll be able to visit a few more antique malls now that it is slowly getting into the fall, and the temperatures in Pennsylvania are now peaking in the 70s mostly, rather than the 80s and 90s like they did in July and August. Maybe we'll have some more antique mall videos down the road, so stay tuned for that. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to leave a beep beep in the comments section. Take care, everyone. Beep beep.